And we're live. How does it get any better than this? With the marvels of technology beaming through the atmosphere at 186,000 miles per second. Ask and you shall receive is even quicker. This morning, it was just amazing. I had to drop off my hire car. And of course you have to get there before 10 o'clock, otherwise they're going to charge you an extra day, etc, etc, etc. I couldn't find my wallet, and I went, that's cool, everything's paid for. So I jumped in the car, and off I went. I got there, and they said, have you filled the car up with petrol? And I went, no. Oh, my wallet's at home. Okay, what will it take for the wallet to show up? And I looked over on the passenger seat, and there it was. Now, the people that I'm staying with, I told them this story, and they were amazed because they both had seen the wallet on the kitchen table. And they both knew it was there. It wasn't there this morning. And then when I really asked and received it, it just manifested or physically actualized right next to me. Now, why is this so? Why is this we can do it sometimes and we can't do it with others? One of the really, really cool things was I wasn't worried about the wallet at all. I had absolutely no point of view. I wasn't going into, oh my God, maybe I've lost it. Did I leave it at the coffee shop? Did I leave it at, I had a couple of beers last night. Did I flush it down the toilet? You know, like blah, 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 blah. No, it was just, I'm not worried about it at all. I can just be in total interesting point of view about it. And off I went, and then I asked for it, and I was totally willing to receive it because I had no point of view about it. So, how many of you guys are like wanting to go to the 7-day event in Malaysia? I see Grace Hart's watching. You know, like, it's, and we've been having this conversation, Grace and I hope you don't mind me talking about you, Grace. She is amazing at physically actualizing things, so I'm so glad that she's sort of like asking questions to get to Malaysia for the 7-day, and I'm asking questions about it too. And maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe it's because it should be just for us, just for fun. Don't tell anyone, so nobody knows anything about this. But how many of us actually have a point of view about how things are going to show up, and what they're going to show up as, like, and how the money will show up? Oh, it's got to be gold lotto because that's the only way that I could get 10 grand to go to an event like that. But what other ways could it show up if you're just in interesting point of view and you really, really desire it and you ask for it? Or you do the need and tug. So you need this. And it's not from neediness, but it's a need that you would like to have fulfilled. So because it matches what you would like to create as your future reality. And that's one of the things I was talking about with Grace the other day, was about this Malaysia trip. And as soon as she started talking about it, because I had already decided I wasn't going, and then yesterday when I was driving in the car and listening to some CDs with Gary Douglas, all of a sudden this energy came up and I chose it. And it's sort of like, okay, cool. I'm really wanting to change my life and create what it is that I truly desire, and step into more of that and really be the questioner of that, be that energy of what it is that I would like to choose, because I'm sort of a little bit over being the snag, the weak, pale and pathetic victim to feelings. And as I was choosing this energy came up, and this desire was there, this need was there. So, and then you tug it in. You tug in what it is that you require. You don't have to go in here to do it. It's like, be the energy of what it is that you desire. If you desire to be going to the 7-day class, if you desire to be buying a new car, or receiving a new car, perhaps I should say, because buying automatically goes into that you have to get the money to spend the money on and buy the car, when it could show up in a million different ways. So when you do it from, this is what I would like to have, that's the need, and you start tugging in all the energies and you start being the energy of what it is that you would like to create as your life. So How many of you would like to have a little bit of extra money showing up over the next couple of weeks? Let's say over the next 9 days. What if we all started to create this energy ball of that 10 grand? Okay, it's 10 grand is not a large amount of money, so it's well, that's an interesting point of view, Liam. I was going to say it's easier to create a small amount of money, but maybe that's a load of bullshit. Everywhere where we've bought that point of view that it's easier to create $5 than 5 million, can we now destroy and uncreate all of that? Good, bad, right, wrong, pop, popcorn, ice, short, boys and beyonds. And also sort of like, yeah, this is so exciting, isn't it? It's just like, and who cares if it doesn't show up? If it doesn't show up, it doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. It just means that maybe we just require a little bit more time, or something else is going to show up that's going to be even greater than what we could even possibly imagine. And that's another one of these tools that I've been using like diligently. What would it take for this to show up better than I could ever possibly imagine? I've had people show up in my reality that have been so not willing to receive me and so against me, totally changed their point of view about me just by me asking that question. So, getting back to the money, what if we all started to, okay, we're going to choose it. We're going to choose something in our lives that we would like to create with the $10,000. It may just be for the fun of the 10 grand, because that will be the fun. So if just receiving the 10 grand is fun for you, then what energy do you have to be in order to receive 10 grand? You have to be the energy of fun, yeah? If being for you is something that is valuable to you, then you have to be, yeah? So you have to put that in there. If going to on holiday or going to a 7-day event, you have to embody what that event is, what that holiday is, what it quote unquote feels like in your body. Like the other day I was doing this, I was having a really bad hair day and I decided to upgrade to business class, and when I chose that, my body became upright. I started walking as if I was actually committed to my life, and people were literally smiling at me, doing things I required doing without me having to make a big hoo-ha or trying to be seen. Things just came to me because my body was being that energy of money. And when you're willing to be that energy of 10 grand, being the energy of 10, maybe you want to be the energy of like $1 million. How much easier would that be than to create 10 grand? So, what if we all started to choose that right now? Like, I don't know how many people are watching this. Maybe this will go out to 1,000 people. What would it take for this video to go out to 1,000 people and we all create and generate 10 grand in 9 days? How much would that be? That would be 10,000 times 1,000, which is like $1 million. Between 1,000 of us, we can create $1 million in 9 days. Does that sound like fun? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and everything that doesn't allow that to show up in the future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what if we could ask for a miracle, the age of miracles, to show up faster, better, quicker, and with more joy and more ease than we've ever possibly imagined? And we can do a 7 on that. Oh my God, we shouldn't be talking about that, but we're going to do it anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What else is possible, my friends? I'm going to go now. Thanks, Grace, for those comments. It's like, wow, isn't this exciting? How does it get any better than that? Conversation started, 10 comments so far. Okay, cool. Wow! 10 comments so far. What else is possible? Okay, guys, have fun. I'd love to hear from any of you that create the 10 grand and any of you that just start to create an energy of being the $1 million, being what it is that you'd like to create and desire. Oh, I've got a call coming up on that in a couple of weeks' time. And just for fun, I'm just going to do a little advertising. If you go to my YouTube page, I don't know where you find it, on my webpage, www.liamphillips.com or something, and on there there's 3 or 4 free free video classes, and they've got tons and tons and tons, literally tons of amazing tools that you can use that will start to clear those points of view, the distractor implants, the feelings that stop you from... Oh, I'm salivating now at the mouth because it's just so exciting. I want to get my teeth into these tools. To clear all of that so that you can actually start to embody the life, the living, the desire that you'd like to create. Not the desire that you'd like to create, the life that you would like to create beyond this so-called reality. I'm going to go now because I know more than 10 minutes and everybody starts going, this is boring. So bye!